And in which case, the probability is that it starts breaking higher against Sui. Why? Because it has a lower free float, it is early in their adoption curve. Nothing bad about Solana. Fucking love Solana. They're amazing. Tolly does an amazing job. The whole community is amazing. Is Sui going to outperform? Probably, because it's earlier stage. It's not that complicated. There's no dissing. I'm not insulting your grandmother. Dogecoin, amazing chart. I mean, this thing is amazing. The alt season, corrective, alt season, corrective, alt season. Okay, let's see what happens.
Hey guys, welcome to Everyday Finance. For weeks now, the cryptocurrency market has been mired in a maddening sideways chop. With altcoins producing a range of outcomes, Ethereum lagging behind, and Bitcoin remaining below its most recent highs, some, like macro investor Raoul Pal, view this standstill as a textbook setup prior to the next significant breakthrough, while others see it as a sign of weakness. Things are beginning to change beneath the surface. Global risk appetite is subtly returning, liquidity metrics are becoming better, and macro indicators are turning around. This quiet period may be the final one before cryptocurrency takes off in a big way if previous cycles are any indication. Former Goldman Sachs employee and Real Vision founder Raoul Pal is well known for his banana zone theory, which describes a time when increasing liquidity and risk-on behavior cause digital assets to soar. Powell claims that this explosive phase doesn't start with fanfare, but rather when the economic shifts and money starts moving into riskier assets. The evidence indicates that we are currently at that pivotal moment. Powell frequently expresses his annoyance at people asking, in jest, "When banana?" A meme that mocks the delayed cryptocurrency surge. "I've shown you this chart for 2 years, you just didn't pay attention," he responds firmly. That graph, the relationship between altcoin dominance and the ISM manufacturing index, stronger. Economic outlooks and rising earnings have historically caused altcoins to outperform Bitcoin when ISM rises. This is because investors push further out of the risk curve. That, in Pal's opinion, is the spark that ignites alt season. Therefore, don't be alarmed by the sideways price action. This framework indicates that the subsequent vertical move is already underway. The banana zone is rapidly arriving, and it won't wait for retail to catch up when it does.
Generally, no, not generally, definitely the business cycle will play out. Definitely assets will get affected by it. Definitely your pocket will be affected by it. And it will definitely play out in the end. That's all there is to say. In the end, the rest of it is your issue with time horizon, or my issue with time horizon, or whatever it is. Everything else is here. It's all in play. It's exactly as it should be. And okay, when banana, the most ridiculous, stupid, what's the word? Dim-witted ninny question of all time is when banana. And I've showed you this chart for 2 fucking years, but you don't pay attention. Altcoins are driven by ISM because it's driven by the risk curve, which means when people have more earnings, they go further out the risk curve, and then altcoins go. ISM is going higher. Altcoins, a percentage of Bitcoin total market cap, will go higher. Bitcoin dominance will go lower. And that will be altcoin season. All of the people saying there's going to be an altcoin season don't fucking understand. Will there be an altcoin season in your token? No. Well, there might be. You can lower that entire risk by saying, could I own Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana? Will that work? Of course it will work. And then you hear, oh, Ethereum, it's a piece of shit. Fucking morons. I've told you the financial system is going to be built on it. It'll do fine. Will it be the best performing token? I don't know. I don't care. It's okay. Ethereum's amazing. Solana, incredible. Sui, amazing. Don't worry about it. These great layer ones, they'll do fine. Anyway, moving swiftly on. Bitcoin, here's the chart. It's this cup and handle, back down, corrected it. Okay, great. That's the weekly chart. When I get to the daily chart, it's exactly the same pattern, but in short time horizons. So let's go back. This bit, up, test, but down, up, down, blah, blah, blah. Up, down, mama. Oh, weird. Okay. It's the same. What happens? Over time, it goes up. Go back to this chart because now you're like, you've forgotten this because you guys are nervous Nellies who don't really understand. You're just like scared you're going to lose money and Raoul's wrong. Oh yeah, that says the same thing. It kind of goes up and then it sideways and then it goes up. So there's the M2 chart. Okay, remember that chart because you forget everything and go, oh my God, we're all going to die. You do it every fucking time. And I just post this chart up and for some reason you miss a post on X and you don't come on the Real Vision platform because you haven't subscribed to Real Vision Alpha, where you can go and look at the charts at any time in your leisure as opposed to missing your Twitter feed. But no, you don't want to do that because you know better. So there was a chart, there was the up, a little bit of down, a little bit of up. Are we breaking higher today? Probably. Ethereum, great chart. It's an amazing chart. So we've done like 1, 2, 3, 4 top tests here too. We probably come up here, pull back, break. That'll be the true kind of la-la season when that happens. And that is coming. Solana, beautiful cup and handle pattern. We've seen these patterns before. Once that breaks, Solana goes to new all-time highs, keeps going higher, whole market goes with it. Excellent. Sui, amazing. These wedges, they come down, they break higher, they come down, ready to break higher. Beautiful chart. Beautiful chart. There's the Sui long-term chart. Great. Come down in the middle of the wedge. Very common pattern. Break higher. All happening. Sui Solana. For those of you who don't understand these relative charts, this is Sui outperforming Solana over time. Is it underperforming Solana right now, or is it consolidating? It's consolidating. Why? Because it's been in this sideways range. Is this range an interesting pattern? Yes, it's probably a wedge. Julian drew this. I wouldn't use that spike. I'll probably join it here. We're probably closer. And in which case, the probability is that it starts breaking higher against Sui. Why? Because it has a lower free float. It is early in their adoption curve. Nothing bad about Solana. Fucking love Solana. They're amazing. Tolly does an amazing job. The whole community is amazing. Is Sui going to outperform? Probably, because it's earlier stage. Not that complicated. There's no dissing. I'm not insulting your grandmother. Dogecoin. Amazing chart. I mean, this thing is amazing. The alt season, corrective. Alt season, corrective. Alt season, okay. Let's see what happens.
The majority of investors are overlooking what may be one of the most obvious and straightforward trades of our time. Why? Because they are preoccupied with politics, noise, and fear rather than real quantitative evidence. Raoul Pal claims that back in late 2023, the cryptocurrency market truly started to go into the banana zone. Since the global M2 model, his preferred liquidity indicator, flashed green in September, Bitcoin has followed it with an astonishing 90% correlation. People continue to inquire when banana. Pal's incisive reply is, we're already in it. You weren't paying attention to the correct cues, which is why you missed the move. Global M2, which is basically a measure of the money supply in all major nations, is currently growing at a quicker rate than it has since the enormous liquidity bubble that followed the COVID-19 pandemic. This measure has historically lagged behind Bitcoin by months, and the recent spike indicates that a significant expansion phase is already underway. Pal invested heavily in tech stocks, altcoins, Bitcoin, and Solana earlier this year for this reason. And the fact supports his wager, so he's not merely taking a chance, according to a recent BIS study since October 2023. Central banks worldwide have added more than $2.3 trillion in net liquidity, with China, Japan, and a number of European countries leading the charge. Despite the Fed's delay, U.S. financial conditions are improving, without the Fed needing to make a cut just yet. The 2-year Treasury yield has decreased by more than 75 basis points from its recent highs, implying looser policy. The combination of rising ISM, improved earnings, and a growing appetite for high-risk assets like cryptocurrency, along with a declining US dollar, Pal sees DXY possibly dropping to 92 or perhaps 90, creates the ideal storm. To put it briefly, everything is ready for the next leg of the banana zone. Now let's return to the video.
Well, it's missing a bit of this, but basically, from the start of 2014, when this came out, it's outperformed Bitcoin, but it does it in a spurt. Will it do it again? Maybe. I don't know. But I know that a normie comes on, I want to buy some crypto, looks at Bitcoin, goes, I'm not going to pay 110,000 for this. Looks down the list on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, Coinbase, Kraken, Robinhood, and goes, well, Doge is cheap. I've heard about that before. Doesn't Elon like Doge? XRP's cheap. We've heard about XRP. There's tons of YouTube videos, and my uncle owns it. I want to buy it. Great. I have no issue. There's XRP. Equally fucking amazing chart. I'll be staggered if XRP does not break higher massively. And I know that a bunch of XRP people see Raoul Pal. He hated us. It's all about the price in the end. Unless you're actually building something on the technology, we at Real Vision are building on Sui. We're building tokenized trade ideas to get to crowdsourced asset management, where you can become your own hedge fund manager because your ideas, your trades are confirmed on chain. We can see them. People can follow you. You can get credentialization, and then maybe you can become a hedge fund manager, or we can tokenize the whole community in terms of the best ideas. There's so much we're going to build on Sui. We're going to use digital identity. I don't know why I started that, but listen, we're doing some cool shit. The whole rebuild of the platform that's coming in a month for the first beta testers is going to be amazing. It's built around communities, ideas, connections, and then we'll start layering in the Web3 stuff using Sui, but that doesn't mean we're Sui maximalists, because we have NFTs on Ethereum, NFTs on Solana. And we care about all the ecosystem. We cover everything. We don't have a bias, but there's a lot of cool shit to come on Real Vision. Another reason, realvision.com/join, because you'll miss out if you don't. And it's very cool as shit. Okay, XRP 1 month. I mean, look at these. I mean, they're just beautiful charts. Total market cap of crypto, excluding Bitcoin and ETH. Beautiful correction, beautiful. For some reason, this makes you all feel like shit. It doesn't to me. I like it because we've got the next phase to come. Everyone's like, we don't deserve it, we won't get it. People don't think they're going to get nice things. You'll be fine. Okay. Draws on vape. Next one. Total market cap and excluding top 5. This is real alts. Stunning chart. I mean, I don't know in what world this is not going to play out. We already think the cycle extends to 2026, at least to the first quarter. Let's see what the dollar does. We'll probably push it out for another quarter. Things will go higher than you expect. That's my general consensus. Bitcoin dominance, rising wedge. I don't like when Julian, he put these together. I don't like it when he uses these spike charts. I would have just drawn it through that. Either way, I said here that I think it's put in the high. It then sneaks in a new high. I still think it's topping, and I think Bitcoin dominance collapses. When it collapses, it drives altcoin season. I know nobody believes in altcoin season, but over time, Bitcoin is less dominant. Why? Because people find use cases for other tokens over time. Interesting enough, this is before smart contracts were really a big thing. Smart contracts become a big thing. The market has a bear market. Smart contracts become a more important part of the ecosystem, as do new tokens such as Solana. And then we have the bear market where people just pile money into this. It's all driven by the business cycle.
Raoul Pal is very clear. You've already missed the point if you're still waiting for confirmation. We have the signals. Now, interest rates, the strength of the dollar, and commodity prices are all components of financial conditions that are rapidly improving. It's the driving force behind every significant cryptocurrency rally, so it's not just noise. These easing conditions have historically preceded the ISM by roughly 9 months, and at the moment, the ISM is the most significant macro cause. When it surpasses 50, markets begin to move vertically instead of laterally. Furthermore, we've seen this previously, so it's not speculation. The same patterns that have accompanied every significant bull run since 2013 are already visible on the charts of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana. Structure, symmetry, and traditional technicals like cup and handle setups, breakouts, and retests. If it breaks out cleanly, Solana's chart alone suggests a rise to fresh all-time highs. Coins like Sui, on the other hand, have even more explosive upside due to their smaller float. Indeed, Dogecoin is subtly preparing to take on a significant role in this cycle. It's not in hype or memes alone, but in real capital rotation. This is not a theory. This is taking place. Nevertheless, skepticism permeates every cycle. Claim that this time is different, that it's finished. The macro is too flawed. Pal's advice, however, is still to examine the facts. The 97% link to global M2 should not be disregarded. Avoid battling the business cycle. This market is responding to macro conditions, not your emotions. Furthermore, the circumstances indicate that we are still in the early stages. Yes, the banana zone's first leg has begun. However, the most potent stage-thought explosion of altcoins, the actual decline in Bitcoin's hegemony, the time when patience pays off is still to come. And it won't sound familiar when it starts. It will only launch. What are you doing then? Do you stack? Changing to alts? Or are you still awaiting the win banana? Question. As we've already entered the zone, this is only the start.